Alright, YouTube, I'm here to bring you Gem Knights.
Yeah, but who are you?
I'm Derpy00.
Cool.
Anyways, Gem Knights are a very fun deck, and before you decide to make your Gem Knight deck, you need 3 cards. Gem Knight Fusion, and most importantly, Gem Knight Fusion. Now these 3 cards are your best cards in the entire deck. They do all of your plays for you, and it's pretty much reusable. Anyways, now let's get into the monsters. Now I run in my deck 3 Tourmaline. Tourmaline is a very nice fusion fodder for your different monsters. I run 3 Sapphire. Sapphire is a very nice big defense monster, and
Keep going.
And it helps with keeping some of the nice weenie monsters that they may try to sack your face down Sapphire, and then they take life point damage. Now I run 2 Garnet, mainly because 3 does get kind of cloggy. I run 3 Obsidian. Obsidian is a very key card in the deck. It allows you to recycle your normal monsters, so then you can keep on fusioning for days. Now, there's also 3 Lazuli. Lazuli works kind of like Obsidian, but better. Finally, we have Gem Knight Crystal. Crystal you only really use in combination with Gem Knight Alexandrite, which I will get to in a second. Now, Gem Knight Amber is pretty much I have in the deck as just fusion fodder. Now, you will have 3 Gem Knight Alexandrite. What he does is you tribute him off, special summon a normal Gem Knight monster from your deck, which would usually be Crystal. Now, Gem Turtle. I run 2 of him, and he's one of my favorite cards because, well, when he's face down and you flip him face up, you can add Gem Knight Fusion to your hand. Now, I run 3 Gem Armadillo. He allows you to get a lot of hand presence by adding Gem Knight monsters to your hand to then fuse off into your big fusion monsters. Gem Merchant is a very nice card when you have one of your either Garnet, Sapphire, or Tourmaline on the field, or even Crystal, because he acts kind of like Kalut, but for normal Earth monsters. Now I have a Redox Dragon Ruler Boulders because, well, it's a Dragon Ruler. It's kind of OP. And what you use him for is to, well, kind of bring back some of your fusion monsters that kind of died, because YOLO. Now, with our trap cards, we have Fragment Fusion, which acts kind of like Gem Knight Fusion, but you banish 2 or more Gem Knights from your graveyard to then special summon the fusion monster. 2 Dimensional Prisons, because, well, Dimensional Prison's kind of really good. I only run 1 Dark Bribe, but I would recommend having 2 side deck just in case, because Dark Bribe can be very nice in hairy situations. 1 Torrential Tribute, because, well, it's kind of a staple nowadays. 1 Skill Drain. I do have 2 side decked, and the Skill Drain is very nice, mainly because a lot of your Gem Knight monsters don't really need to activate their effects on field so much, with the exception of Armadillo. And a lot of your big fusion monsters are already big and beefy enough as is, so you can just beat over your opponent's monsters. Now, Compulsory Escape Device is also a staple.
Evac, you mean?
Yeah, Evac. Bottomless Trap Hole is also another very nice staple. Now, I run 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, and then 1 Dark Hole to round off my deck. Alright, now for your extra deck, you will have 3 Gem Knight Aquamarine. Aquamarine acts as your own personal compulsory evacuation device, and you can use it in conjunction with your Gem Knight Fusion, which is always very nice. Now, you also should be running a minimum of 2 Gem Knight Amethyst. Now, what Amethyst acts is he's Grand Trunade for all face-down magic and trap cards. Really nice for setting up OTKs, and can also be used in conjunction with your Gem Knight Fusion. I run 1 Gem Knight Topaz. Now, if Gem Knight Topaz battles a monster with 1800, well, I guess less than 1800 attack, he will do 1800 points of damage all the time. Now, a nice additional effect is he can attack twice. Another card that I run two of is Gem Knight Prismora. Now, I have been told that I should be running 3 of him because he's kind of really good. So, you Gem Knight Fusion into Prismora, and you can discard 1 Gem Knight card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 1 face-up monster card. Now, nice thing is with Gem Knight Fusion, you can add it back in your hand by banishing a Gem Knight monster in your graveyard, so you can easily use his effect. Now, I only run 1 Gem Knight Ruby. I do wish I had a second Ruby, because he's just really nice. And what Ruby does is he inflicts piercing damage, and you can target 1 Gem Knight monster you control, destroy that target, and he gains attack equal to their attack, which can be really nice for piercing those Raikos. Now, I run 1 Gem Knight Citrine. Citrine is very nice for OTKs. And what he does is, when you attack, no card effects can be activated until after the damage step, which can be very useful in, as I've said, the OTK. I run 1 Gem Knight Master Diamond. He's pretty much the supreme boss monster of the deck. He gains 100 attack for every gem card in your graveyard. And, as an added bonus, I could banish any one of these Gem Knight monsters, and he would gain their effect until the end of the turn. But he would, of course, lose 100 attack. Now, the 3 Gem Knights that you will probably use the most in this deck are Gem Knight Zirconia. Gem Knight Zirconia is a 2,900 beater, and that's about it.